currently full-term and in full-on nesting mode. Today I'm going to be taking you through a little tour of my updated nursery. If you guys remember my previous nursery, this was entirely Noah's room, but since baby number 2 is on the way, they now have to share it, and just to welcome his arrival, I decided to do some mini updates to the room just to give it a little refresh and to get everybody excited for the baby's arrival. Essentially, this room has got to be allocated for both Noah's needs and baby Ash's needs. So for Noah, since he's a growing toddler, he needs lots of open space to play. That's why I tried to move everything to the side and to leave this middle area as free and open as possible so that he could use this area to, pull out all his Lego toys, play his puzzles, and maybe even set out his contracts. This open area here is really accessible, and I think it makes it a lot easier for people to move in and out of the room. Also, since the two boys are sharing the space, it also has to be really baby friendly. Apart from the areas where I've allocated for Noah's play, which is essentially this side of the room, and over here, which we're actually going to build a little kitchen for Noah soon. And this side of the room has been allocated for baby Asher. This is his little crib, which was actually Noah's crib. We actually resized it back into the smallest so that baby Asher can fit perfectly in here, and it's on its highest level, so it will be easy to reach him. We also added the mosquito net just so that it can provide some shade in case it gets too bright. There's also this really cute cot mobile, which is little sheep, so it's like counting sheep to sleep. Super duper cute. I can't wait for him to engage with all these. I remember Noah also had a cot mobile and he loved looking at it. We turned it on with music on the side, and it was just really nice to watch the baby enjoy something so simple like that. People have been joking that if I were to have a third child, it will likely be like 2 years from now, probably not next year. And it happens that 2 years from now, it will be the year of a rabbit, I think, another farm animal. So I guess this whole theme would really sit well with us. We also decided to update this feature wall. If you guys remember previously, it was in a very gorgeous green shade, and I really loved that shade of green because it was just so calming and it really put the room together. But I really wanted a whole fresh update of this space, and the easiest way to do so is just to change the color of the wall and the color scheme of certain things that go in the room. So I decided to update it to this very beautiful blue, which I think is perfect for the boys. And onto the wall decals, as you can see, we actually co-designed this with Urban Lil, and you can actually shop for it on Urban Lil's website. It's under the collaboration with Melissa Seco. And because we designed it, the colors that I specifically chose were to perfectly match the shade of the wall that I picked. In fact, all the shades of blue that you see on the wall decals are in the exact color that is on the side of the feature wall, which is perfect because everything comes together so seamlessly. It's actually those little details that count, and the reason why I picked wall decals instead of a full wallpaper this time is because we're actually moving out of this place in the next couple of months, and these wall decals are reusable. It's very easy to peel and stick. You can DIY it yourself, or you can get the Urban Lil team to set it up for you, but nonetheless, it will not damage your wall, and you can reuse this up to 12 times on any surface. So it makes it a very viable short-term option. Now moving on to my favorite little corner. Previously this chair was on the other side of the room, but this time we switched it here, and I specifically chose to put it right next to Noah's table because this is where he spends a lot of time reading, playing, and just being here. So I'm really hoping that while I nurse and while I feed, I can still be very close to Noah. And it's also perfect because right here are where we decided to place his bookshelves. And previously with baby Noah, as he grew a little older and when I started to read to him a lot, it really helps for the books to be close by. Sometimes while nursing, I can pick up a book and read to the baby, and I think this is just in perfect reach for me. So this is the area where I'm going to be nursing. I actually have some of my nursing stuff already stored in this drawer, which is also within reach, and this tabletop I'm trying to keep as clear as possible because I think I'll need to put some of my breastfeeding equipment here, like my palm, my wipes, my whatever else, hand sanitizer, etc. So this storage unit here is from IKEA. It used to be on this side of the wall, and this was the only storage unit that we have. We actually consolidated everything and only kept the bare essentials. Everything else that couldn't fit, we moved it to his play nursery in his grandmother's place. The top shelf basically is all of Noah's toys and things that he likes to pull out himself. It's all within reach, so it really encourages independent play. In here are all his Lego blocks. I decided to put it in a quilted storage box instead because it's very lightweight and very easy. Noah loves pulling it out, throwing it all on the floor, so this is something that he can do it independently. The bottom area is where I have concealed all the mess. Some of the boxes include Noah's toys, all his random favorite toys and things that have no proper category or space. I've just consolidated them all in a single box. The other boxes consist of some of the stuff that I need, like extra bottles, my wipes and everything else. So this is just a little storage area, and we also decided to style the top with this, which I actually recycled from a press gift that I received months back. I'm just using it as a little display unit, but in it also contains some of his toys that he likes to play. Yeah, this is just a little corner where Noah can get all his stuff and have fun. Now welcome to my favorite side of this nursery. This wall is absolutely, I would say, the highlight of the room and also the biggest update that we did to the nursery. So we installed these beautiful wooden panels to give the entire farmhouse vibe, and we did this with Voila. I really love it as a backdrop because it just makes it a very beautiful backdrop for styling the wall, and that's exactly what I did with this space. This is the changing table, and because it's a lot bigger, I decided to put it against this beautiful backdrop and have open shelvings like this that would go perfectly with it. So here we have a wooden mirror that also kind of ties in with the entire vibe of the room. I love putting the mirror here because the reflection of it shows the wall decals on the opposite side, so that's super duper cute. And right under it is the changing basket that we got from Island Living. It's really cute, also ties in with the entire color scheme. Right here, the open shelving is for the purpose of displaying all the beautiful toys that Noah has. So he has got like really cute building blocks, this very cute Noah's Friends in a little arc, his favorite car set, this beautiful rainbow which I intend to paint with him when he gets a little older. But right now it not only acts as a beautiful styling piece and a display shelf, but also storage space, which is something that I really need. Right under it, I decided to hang a rack because I thought it made it a lot easier for me to get access to clothes that I want to dress my babies in the next day. So we would hang their outfits here and other accessories as well. Like this is a bib clip, his bonnet and his booties. We also added a little basket right here, which makes it really convenient, and I really like that the basket is concealing all the stuff and all the mess that's inside rather than this being displayed out. The little pom-pom details are so cute. This is from a greener wood. And on this empty little space right here, I have a very cute flag that says Little Man Cave, which is exactly what this room is. It's a little man cave for my boys. And we also put a little plant to kind of fill up the space here, and because this is kind of like a dead corner, so I didn't want to waste the space, I just inserted the plant that was originally on the other side of the room. As this is the biggest furniture piece in the room, I decided to allocate the biggest wall to it. Previously, this changing unit used to be a lot smaller. I think about maybe 2/3 of this size, and it used to fit perfectly against my feature wall. But right now, because it is almost double in size to accommodate for 2 boys, this entire thing now is shared amongst Noah and Asher. They each have their own sides. Actually, Noah already knows that this side of the changing unit belongs to him and this side for his brother. So I'm just going to bring you through what's in the drawers and how I organize them very briefly. They are actually a mirror of each other. So on Noah's side, here are his diapers and his wipes as well. So similar for Asher, we've got a drawer here with all his diapers. In the middle 2 drawers are things that we need when we're changing them. So for Asher, we have all these beautiful cloths that we can use to wipe him down. There are also all the accessories like a little hairbrush, his diaper cream, basically everything else that we need, like his diaper cream, etc. Similar for Noah, it's also all the things that we need for changing him, but he doesn't have as many things as Asher. We've kind of turned this into like a mini medicine cabinet with things like his mosquito repellent cream, a wound healing ointment, anti-insect body milk, a thermometer, all his mosquito repellent patches, soothing gel, and things that he uses on quite a frequent basis. In these 2 drawers are all the outfits that I have for the boys. This side is Asher's and this side is Noah's. I've organized it in such a way that makes it very easy to pull out the outfit that I'm looking for particularly. They're arranged according to the type of outfit, so all the sleep suits, all his pajamas, all the bodysuits and the day wear, his basics like his t-shirt and shorts that he wears at home, and some of the dressier pieces for Asher, and some of like the bottoms that I don't hang on the rack for Noah. So these are basically all their outfits, and I've decided to roll them so that I can have an easy glance at them. In the empty corners, I've put Noah's bibs, and in here some of Asher's socks, mittens, booties and bibs as well. So moving on to the bottom two drawers, these are actually the bigger drawers, and as you can tell they are also like the tallest. That's why I've allocated the bigger space for the bigger items. In these two drawers are basically all of the towels, the bed sheets and the throws. In here as well there are some pillows. For Asher he's got his swaddles, and for me my breastfeeding covers. So this is a space where it's very easily accessible, and it's big enough, spacey enough for me to fit all these bulkier items. Moving on to this side of the same wall, this is where we decided to place the rack. The rack used to be on the other side of the room, but right now we decided that a good place would be for it to be right next to the changing area. Anyway, all his clothes are in the same line, so it just kind of makes lots of sense. Basically, most of the clothes here are Noah's because he's kind of accumulated like lots of outfits over time. Asher doesn't really have much here except for a couple of going out outfits, but I think he won't be able to wear them yet because they're still a little too big for him. I love tucking things under spaces like that because it looks flushed and it's very clean. So right under it, I found the opportunity for more storage, and I decided to have little baskets. This is the same one that I used, the quilted basket for Noah's Legos, and I decided to put all of his hats in here. Noah, like his mama, has lots of hats. Way too many for a little toddler, but they all perfectly fit in here, so this goes right under. And next to it is his basket of socks, which are also perfect, and this goes in the middle. And at the side are some pairs of shoes for Asher. So these are for baby Asher, for when he can use them. I don't store Noah's shoes in the room because he wears them out and it's not clean, but for the baby I think it's fine. So he's not going to be walking yet. These are like pre-walking shoes, and they're really tiny. It's super cute. Can't wait for him to fit into these. I absolutely love the idea of filling up a wall, and especially since this is such a pretty wall, panels make it just so pleasing to the eye. I really went all out with styling it, so I decided to put another hanging rack right here. This is an accordion rack that I'm actually launching on Little for Longer, and I've been looking for the perfect size accordion rack and I found one. So this is great because it has enough hooks for me to put. I can use this for multiple purposes, like for styling, for beautifying the wall, for putting items like his bags, which actually I can't find a better place for, and also outfits that I might want to wear really soon on the boys. And above it, I have the two name boards for Asher and Noah each. I co-designed this with Urban Lil as well, and these actually are super pretty details to add to a wall because it just kind of personalizes the entire room, and it just matches so well, and how everything comes together. I don't know, I just feel very happy looking at it. So I've come to the end of my nursery update tour, and finally I must say this space feels more ready for the arrival of baby Asher. I think he's going to be coming in the next few days, and I'm happy that I got this week to nest at home and to prepare the room for his arrival. It also, I guess, makes Noah feel very excited because he knows, you know, all these updates and changes and things that we're doing is to also welcome his baby brother. So we're kind of prepping him that way as well. I initially wanted to go for something very basic and something very simple, something not so themed, like no animals, you know, maybe just a clean kind of finish, but after realizing how much Noah loves his animals, especially with his previous room which was safari themed, I decided to go for something still kind of animal related, a farm themed nursery, a barn house nursery, Bub's Barn. And I'm so glad that he actually loves it as well because he's learning about farm animals in school, he's telling me about the sounds that they make, and every single time he comes into this room he engages with it, and that's just really nice. So I hope you too have enjoyed watching this video, and catch me on my Instagram. I'll constantly be updating this space on my Instagram story, so if you'd like to see more, I'll see you there. Meanwhile, I'll catch up with you again when the baby arrives. Bye!